Hey, I am Isna. I am a mindset and manifestation educator and mentor. If you would like to know how to get a hold of me or how to work with me, please check out my description box below. As always, hit the like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate the feedback. I really appreciate you being here. So today I'm just going to do a quick one. This is going to be real quick. So what are we going to discuss here real quick? We're going to talk about something that tends to be a pretty big, like, I don't want to say point of argument because that kind of makes it so that it is, but it comes up a lot. Okay, so people who say things to anyone, if you're doing this is why I'm doing this video. Okay, so if you're walking around and saying things like, I have to do X because of Z or Y or whatever, right? I have to have a job to be happy. I have to change him in order to make him love me. I have to act a certain way or he won't call. So we're going to talk about that. This concept of have to. I have to. Okay. So why this needs to be discussed is because this speaks very, very severely, very heavily, very dominantly from a place of two things, and I really need to make these clear. One, you're speaking from a fear mindset, and two, you're not recognizing your own free will. So if you're in any kind of circumstance, situationship, whatever, it doesn't matter what you're in, right? What matters is you are actively saying, I have to for a result, right? So let's break that down for a second. I don't care what the I have to is about. I have to go to work. I have to have a job. I have to take care of my kids. I have to, whatever, it doesn't matter. I have to be a good person. I have to look a certain way. I have to be, okay, whatever. This is across the board, 1,000%, no matter what the I have to is about, I'm going to give you a really harsh, really, really harsh truth right now. You may not agree with this, but I want to be clear. This is the truth, regardless of how you resonate with this, regardless of how this is going to make you feel. This is still the truth. Okay? You never have to do shit. You don't. Is there consequences if you do not? Well, yeah, because we live in a cause and effect world. But do you have to get out of bed in the morning? No. Do you have to sit there and have a job? No. Do you have to pay bills? No. Do you have to buy clothes for yourself? No. Do you have to get yourself a new phone? No. So this works both towards things that are good and things that are bad. Okay? So I don't want you to be sitting here saying, no, you don't understand. I have to. No, you don't. You're making a choice. Now, if you have to do something, I'm going to tell you outright, you right there are putting a negative connotation on something and making it mentally, right? You are literally making it so that you are triggering yourself by that negative connotation. It is no longer something desirable. It is no longer something fun. It is no longer something that you want to do. Simply by you saying, I have to. So if you have to go to the gym, okay, absolutely, you have to go to the gym. I get it. But I actively know that's not the case. So this is judgment free. I'm not saying you can't say whatever you want to say. Phrase it however you like. I get it. I do. And I come from a place of trying to educate. So keep in mind, the more you force yourself to do things, the more you set up that conversation with yourself as making it something that there is force behind, there is fear behind, there is lack, there is resistance. It is going to be something that you fight against, something that you push back on. It may not happen now, but eventually it will. Because human nature inherently is to hate, resist, and disregard things that we are forced to do. Yes. So, does that mean that if you are saying things like, I have to, that you are setting yourself up to hate it? Yes and no. You don't have to keep saying and having the same attitude, the same feeling, the same response, though, to whatever it is that you're speaking of. So by the same thread, let's say that line that I said earlier again. I want to go to the gym. Now that's completely different. That's me actively taking ownership, accountability of the desire, of the want, of the, me saying there is a give and a take here, and I want to do this because of what it gives me, right? I want to pay my bills, point, because I want a certain life, and this is how I get there. I want my job because, again, it's how I pay my bills. Okay. If you come at things from that angle, you will be taking yourself out of this fear, this resistance mentality, and putting yourself into a place of choice, of really high free will, accountability, of being able to say, wow, hey, I can choose anything I want. What do I want? Because again, free will is always there. You have that will, regardless if you want to own it or not. It's always there. It's not going to go anywhere just because you don't see it, right? So if you wake up and you're having a bad day and you keep saying, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to do that. Okay, great. You don't have to, though. And you need to remember that, because that's the truth. So don't be putting yourself in this box of, I have to. You don't have to. You have free will. If you are actively choosing things that benefit you, that feel good, that are in your best interest, knowing your value, knowing your worth, maybe it's time to do away with, I have to. Because the truth is, you don't have to. Not anymore. Not if it doesn't serve you, not if it doesn't feel good, not if it doesn't make you feel good, not if it's not what you want. Stop doing things for other people and start doing things for you. Celebrate you. What do you want? Not what has society tell you you should want. Not what, this is what I should want to get to where I'm going. Okay, again, that's a should. There is a million ways to get to the same place, guys. There is. So do not limit yourself and tell yourself you have to do things. Do not live in that lack and that fear mentality, that resistance. Know that you can have anything you want, and you only have to sit there and focus on your best, living you, whatever that means. So don't tell yourself, oh my God, I have to. No, you don't. And don't say this about other people either, because that's not any better. If you're sitting there saying, oh my God, they have to act a certain way, or I'm just gonna go crazy. Okay, well, one, you're trying to control the situation. And two, that's you giving them free will. So you might want to think about what you're doing. But there is never an I have to situation. Never. The only I have to situation is one you create. So the truth in the matter is, you don't have to. You don't have to. So start choosing things in your life because you want to, because you love them, because they make you feel good, because they bring out the best you. And because the best version of you wants exactly whatever it is that is doing. There is the old version of you that is stuck in an I have no choice mentality. And then there is the new version of you that is better and saying, no, I can choose. I always have a choice. I want better. I'm choosing better. Don't forget that version of you, because that version of you is never going to lead you astray. Okay? So thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Dream, baby, dream.